Hey guys, welcome to my Wednesday live. And I'm trying to remember what I named it. I was trying to come up with something fun for Wednesday. But as you guys are joining me, definitely say hello. And thank you for joining me on a Wednesday, well, I guess morning. It's 10 o'clock my time. So as you're jumping on, definitely say hello. All right. To get things started, I want to recap what we did on Monday. Looks like, yeah, I just want to make sure I'm live on all the platforms. I am. Perfect. So Monday, we finished up these little strawberry containers. We put little strawberries on there. And thanks to one of the viewers, Joan, she had suggested adding some strawberries. So I thought that was a perfect addition. I do need to get those priced, and I will be getting those in my booth. Oh, we have some people jumping on. Okay, so we have Kelly. Hello, hello. Elissa with Fusion DIY. Good morning. Andy, Shelly, Stephanie, Katie. Hello, hello. So we finished those up, and then we were wrapping up this project, which I absolutely love how it turned out as well. Hello, Bella, Elizabeth. Thank you for joining. So in my off time, or like when I was off camera, I was like, you know what, I'll just put this together so we can decorate it up. And I was having some troubles getting the, like I had these little tiny, I don't know what they are. They're like little, kind of like nails. They would not go back in. I saved each of them thinking about like I could get those back in, but every time I put them in, they all bent. So then I tried a bigger screw, and I ended up putting a little tiny hole in it. So I have to fix that. I now have decided I am going to use Gorilla Glue, and we're going to Gorilla Glue into place. Okay. We'll see if that works. It should. Hello, Robin, Beth, Marley. Oh, Stephanie says, oh, the cubby box looks great. Thank you. Thank you. April says, good morning. Happy belated birthday. Thank you. I just got word that my son and daughter-in-law just had their baby this morning. Oh, awesome. They won't tell us the gender until we get there. So excited. Oh, yay. Well, I cannot wait to hear and see pictures. That's awesome. Looks like we have Kimberlyn on. Hello, Amy, Paige. Hey, guys. Oh, thank you. Amy says that your egg display is so freaking cute. So thank you. Thank you. All right. So let's go ahead. I am going to try to glue this back in. So that is what I'm going to try to do. And I am, like I said, I'm using this clear Gorilla Glue. And I'm just going to apply a nice, just thin layer of the Gorilla Glue. And we're going to glue it into place. I felt like I might do damage. I even tried to use my brad nailer. Oh, things went awry, guys. The brad nail was a little too long. And actually, I missed one of those here. Good morning, Claudia. So what we're going to do today is we're finishing this up. We're going to let this go ahead and set up. And then if it dries in time, then we're going to talk about how we're going to decorate it up the rest of the way. Otherwise, what we're going to do is we're going to finish up our baskets that we started. So we'll take care of that. And then we're going to, I'm getting an area ready in my space to do some videotaping. And I thought how appropriate to have a gigantic S for Sonnets Garden Blooms in the background. So we're going to decorate. I'm going to show you in just a sec. As soon as I finish this, I'll show you what I thought we could decorate. Okay, so my thoughts on this is I'm going to set it in. I'm going to get it all in. Okay, so it's in really, really good. And then we're going to take some blue tape, my go-to for holding like molds in and all that good stuff. And what we're going to do is we're just going to tape it down to hold it in so it securely glues and dries in place. So let me do that. All right. Okay, let me just finish this up and then I'll hold this up so you guys can see it one last time before it officially all gets set up to dry. I was already at the dentist this morning getting my teeth cleaned. Oh, worked out. We got a really bad snowstorm here. So I woke up this morning, I rolled over and I looked outside and I went, ugh, I do not want to go to the gym. And I don't know if I told you guys, but my daughter has been working out with me. And she is not only my workout partner now, but she's my accountability. She comes running in the room. Get up. We're going to work out. I'm like, oh gosh. Okay. I'm up. Okay. So there it is. I have the back all glued. I have it in place. So I'm going to let that dry. I'm going to put the top back on this. We don't want any. Oh gosh, Kim. She goes, shh, don't tell anyone. I'm watching the live from work. Can't hear a thing, but I can watch. Great. I'm giving you a thumbs up, Kim. I love it. All right. Okay. So we got this going and let's go to this next. So what we did is this is actually, you guys, these are still, they feel a little wet or like not completely dry. I think Paige said that we had to paint them ahead of time so they would not crack. I swear that I never get cracking, but you guys, I have to show you. So I don't know if it's because I put them on this basket and there was, I don't know, but look, let's see. Right here, there's a little bit of cracking. So I'm trying, and it's around the actual round portion of it, and it did it on both of them, which I was kind of surprised. So what are your thoughts? Should we, wow, Elissa is too. Wow. Hey, Joan, good morning. Hey, Beverly, thanks for joining. Stephanie says, I'm working on a mason jar with a door from the iodine mold and transfer from Millet's pages. I think I'll add some toadstools and dragonflies. Awesome. All right. Just fill it with more clay. That's what I was thinking. That's what I was going to ask you guys. So what do you think I should do? So I am just going to add a bit more clay and we're going to go from there. We're just going to. All right. So I think I'm going to use a handy dandy tool here. I'm just going to fit it in the little cracks. And nobody will know the difference, right? Right. All right. So I am wondering if it's because it's so dry in here, possibly from having the furnace on. Again, I never have had any problems with cracking. And I know that this is like an issue with air dry clay. But like I said, I never had any problems. So I don't know if it's the surface or if it's the fact that it is like winter and it is a bit dry. All right, so I'm just filling it in. Getting it in there. All right, one little spot yet. Oh no. Paige, it's not your fault. That's okay. Paige said it's all her fault, telling me to Paint it first. It's fun. I really think it has something to do with how dry it is because our furnace is on. I really do. But it's all good. So we're going to just fix this baby up a little bit. It doesn't look that bad. And typically I would just say like embrace it, but embrace the little imperfections. Oh yeah, forced air. Yeah, we have the furnace, yeah, that comes out of the ducts, and it's okay. I'm just getting it in all the little tiny cracks best as I can. And then we're gonna start painting these the rest of the way. So we talked about adding, all right, we talked about adding some darker color in the middle. And I totally forgot about that till I just looked at this now. There, this one is done. Let me just add a little bit in here and there on this one. Yeah, or fill it with paint. That's a good idea too. There were some bigger cracks on this one that I definitely wanted to fill, and there's just a few little cracks here that I want to fill, just a couple. The others, I think I am going to just fill it with paint and be done with it. But there's just a couple that cracked. I mean, not horribly substantial, but you know, a little bit. Okay. Let me do that, and then we're going to get started. Okay, so I'm thinking about adding a bit of weathered wood to the center, and I'm thinking about adding a bit of more just, so almost do like a combination of the queen bee and some of this, and then I'm going to add a little bit of like either beadboard or white swan, and I'm just going to kind of blend. Kelly says she likes my handy dandy tool. Yes, I do too. This has been in my, like I took it out of my drawer and I'm like, okay, I'm going to put it back. I'm going to put it back. I just keep using it though. Hello, Susan. Marley says, thank you for pronouncing my name correctly. I am working on cloth gnomes. Ooh, fun. That's cool. I can't wait to see them. Hello, Penny. Hey, Corrine. Brandy, or Brenda. I mean, sorry. I swiped over it, and my first time joining your live, but I watch all your YouTube videos. Love the eggs. Thank you. Thank you. All right, Debbie's on. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, let's get blending. I am going to grab, let's see if I can find weathered wood, you guys. I'm in the midst of, organizing and, oh, found it. Look at that. I'm so good. Oh, I found more prairie gray. I'm like, oh, I'll grab prairie gray. I'm like, is that what I used? I did. So I have both. Okay. Let me. So I was at Walmart. I will have to tell you guys. And you know how much I love my misting bottle. Walmart had a couple as well, and I don't like them. I actually don't like them at all. So I mean, I will use them for like bigger projects, but this one, it doesn't seem like it's like you can kind of control. That is a continuous. So that's what I didn't like about it. Oh, I got to mix this up. So it looks like this must have been sitting for a tad. So let's mix this up. Oh, yeah, Joan, that's a really good idea. We talked about that on Monday, dark waxing. So what I think I'm going to do is I want to add just some little bit of color contrast, and then I was going to do the dark waxing. So I think that, yeah, we talked about that on Monday. Somebody, and maybe it was you, Joan, that mentioned the dark wax, but yes, I'll grab the dark wax as well. And then I think what I'm going to do is, instead of using the dark and decrepit on the handles, I think I might just use weathered wood on the handles too. Oh, that's a good idea. So Dee says, Aaron from the Provincial Farmhouse put mold on a basket using resin. Just heat the mold slightly before gluing on. It takes shape of the basket. Couldn't tell you the other day, IT difficulty. Oh, that's right. I think you did have like a lot of IT issues, didn't you? Oh, all right. I'm going to grab that. Oh my goodness. That says, I spent 2 hours organizing my craft room yesterday. Definitely need to use up my stash before I bring in anything else. At least I have an open workspace now. Oh gosh. I feel you, sister. Beverly says, I found a couple old cheese boxes at a local thrift store, still have dates stamped on them from 1972. And one has, and then she must have hit entered by accident. All right, I'm going to just try to blend some of this in on the edges. Let me do that. All right, so I am just taking this and let's see here. Just blending some of this darker weathered wood into the edges here. And fitting it into some of those leaves. There, I like that. I'm going to do that for both. Then we're going to come back with the yellow. All right, now we're going to do it here. Beverly says, I'm in Alabama, but the boxes have Michigan stamped on them. Ooh, very cool. All right. Okay, I'm just, like I said, I'm just going around and adding a bit of the weathered wood. And I had misted it before. I like this one almost better because it kind of took some of that weathered wood and put it into each of the little lines of that. So that looks good. Oh, I like it. I like it. I wonder, I don't want to get misty, watery, crazy, but I was hoping it would do maybe the same thing. I think I have too much weathered wood on here. That's okay. We're going to let that dry a bit. What am I missing? Sunflowers, one of my favorites. Thanks for painting them for me. I love sunflowers too. And I really think it could be, it's not just like, I used to think of sunflowers as just like a fall color, but it's all year long, right guys? So or all season long, except winter, obviously. But I think you can have them in spring, summer. You can decorate them with, whenever. Oh, hey, Janet. Thanks for joining. All right. So I am using some of, where did I put my custom color, guys? Here it is. All right. So I have 2 paintbrushes and I have 2 different colors. Joan says, at Beth, I'm jealous. I desperately need to organize my space. It's hard to work when every work surface is cluttered. Yes, it is. Amy says, I love me some sunflowers. I thought they were fall decor too. Watching while I work. Hey, Shelly, but you can keep the baskets out all year round. Just turn them around and decorate them for Christmas. Perfect idea. I love it. I like that idea. I'm just going to miss the, all right. I'm going to go in first. I'm going to just add a bit of the darker yellow from Queen Bee. And then after it all dries, what we'll do is we'll come back and we will, actually, I wonder if I just need to add a little bit of this dark color because I like the light underneath. Just kind of accent it, right? And then touch up where I added that white from the new clay. That looks really good. All right. Okay, so do you guys add multiple colors to your flowers or do you do one solid? What do you guys all do? The IOD sunflower molds is one of my favorites. I know. I really haven't done much lately, so I hope this helps. I can't wait for work in a messy area either. I know. That's why in my membership group, we're all working on organizing right now. I know that it's not a fun part of the job, but it is definitely a much needed thing to do. Oh, I like it. I really like how this is kind of like some different dimensions here. And then we'll go back in with perfect. I like it. I actually think maybe this might be all I'm going to do to this. And then we'll go back in with the dark wax. Let me just add a little bit. Oh, I'm really liking it, guys. I think it looks really good. It's, oh, sorry. So instead of just being like a one-dimensional color, we're doing 2, and we're doing 2 in the middle as well. So I'm going to let that dry. Oh, I saw a little white. Oh, that looks so good. There was a little bit of paint on the basket I have to wipe off. I know it's a sunflower, but I painted the one purple and put it on a crock, sold right away. Oh, that's a good idea. Right. It does not have to be the colors. Thinking you can paint it any color for different seasons. Perfect. Add different colors to shade and highlight. My daughter planted a bunch one summer. They had a variety of colors, rust to yellow. I love it. I know. I definitely want to add some in my decor my outside decor this year. Amy, she wrote 1 leaf mold would be cute on each basket. We voted on it on Monday and everybody voted it down. but it was brought up. Let's see. Looks great. Thank you. Are those baskets Longenberger or lookalikes? I have them, a lot of them, and love the idea of updating them. They are not Longenberger that I'm aware of. There's no markings on the bottom. I just picked them up. I think either at Goodwill, they were $2.99, or I picked them up at the bins, one or the other. I don't know. I can't remember, but yes, they turned out, I really like them too. With my Longenbergers, to be honest, I have never done anything to those. I just left them in I have like a little collection out in my studio because you guys, I don't know if you were ever on my live when I talked about my experience with Longenberger for the very first time. I was very young. I think I might have been 22. And I get invited to a Longenberger basket. If you guys remember, they used to have like parties. And I was like, very young. And I'm like, people buy baskets? Okay. Well, they're like, they do their demo and they're demoing like how they can all be used. And they have liners and, there's so many purposes. You can use baskets anywhere. I'm like, oh, this is so cool. Oh my gosh, I would love to add baskets to my home decor. And, I'm just starting out. I'm adding all this fun stuff. Then I get like the pricing of it. And I was like, dang, oh my gosh, that is so expensive. And I bought one basket. And I remember looking and I'm like, I got to buy the cheapest basket. Because I was very like, I just had gotten a job, like I was just I didn't have a lot of money back then, when I'm young. So I buy the tiniest little basket and I think spent like $50 on it it was a lot. I just remember I was very traumatized after that party. Oh. Joan says, Stephanie, yep, that's me too. It's bad when I have a whole basement as a work area, but have to expand to my kitchen counters. Now I can't cook either. That's awesome. I'm dying laughing. Oh, I hear you, Joan. I'm at my kitchen table right now too. Oh, you guys. I'm glad it's not just one of us. We're all the same. Okay, let's see. Oh, I don't think I actually, did I miss this one? I don't even remember. Okay. So like I said, I think I am going to use the dark wax on here as well, just to bring out some of the detail. Let me get down in all of these cracks and crevices. All right. Oh, I'm really liking this, you guys. This looks, I know it's probably kind of hard to see, but it really looks good. Oh yeah, my mom said when you paint the sunflower a different color, it becomes a coneflower. So these could definitely, which is I love coneflowers, and they now come in so many different colors as well. So this could look like a coneflower. They are so pretty. All right. Stephanie says, my kitchen table needs to be cleaned off. It still looks like Santa's workshop. I have a slight case of pancreatitis. Oh my gosh. It's not good. Okay. I'm almost done. I just have to do one little tiny area. Then I think I'm going to dry this and then we're going to seal it and then we'll add the wax. Or did I miss this spot? I feel like I missed one spot here. It's hard to tell. All right. They each look a tad different, but they are supposed to. And they look so sunny and pretty. I love them. I didn't even need the secondary color. I have a craft room, but I am sewing on my dining room table. I actually have an area here that is dedicated to sewing as well. And it is right now full of all kinds of boxes. So I completely understand. Let's see here. Good morning, Kim. Thank you for joining. Okay, let's go ahead and dry these the best we can. And then we're going to seal them. And then while that dries, we're going to start our next project. So we're doing really good. Oh no, Nancy says, hey guys, really late today. Couldn't sleep last night. I am so glad I don't have that problem. My mom and my brother too, they have problems sleeping, not me. Okay. All right. I'm gonna let this cool off a tad. It's getting really hot. All right. So Stephanie says, have you done that yet? I love it. Let's see. Oh no, Paige. She said she just ruined her project that she'd been working on for days. It's always fixable. Everything is fixable. Yeah, that's too bad. Let's see. This feels pretty good. All right. So I'm taking Big Tap now and I am going to seal it. And then we're going to come back and we're going to do the dark wax. Marley says, I have to laugh. I have a 9x10 work table, a part of a bowling alley bench that is about 12x3. The only clean spot is the immediate area I'm working on. Gnomes take a lot of room. I am working on 20. Oh my gosh. Patricia says, we had such a storm of high winds, 55 to 65 miles an hour. It was hard to sleep here. Oh my gosh, Patricia, that's terrible. Hey, Jackie, thanks for joining. Hey, Pat. Okay. Oh, that's awesome. All right. Let's go ahead. Now I'm just starting to seal this and I'm going to work. I'm going to do the yellow first. And then come back and do the center. So let me do that. Nancy says, good morning. I've given up trying to be here first thing at 10 a.m. Lost cause, LOL. That's okay. I'm here. I almost said I'm here all day, but I'm not. But maybe I should wouldn't it be fun to do a marathon? I should do some kind of like live marathon. That would be fun. I'd have to do it on a weekend though. I don't know if I could do it during, well, maybe I could do it during the day. But I would have to take little mini breaks because I don't know if I could stay here I don't know. I've never done a live marathon, but it sounds like fun. Oh. Oh gosh. Joan says, I'm scheduled to have a sleepover with my grandkids because it will force me to clean up. Oh, Deb says we're on our second day of high winds and no sunshine, gloomy winter day. Yeah, we ended up getting a bunch of snow. I mean, it wasn't as horrible as I thought, but now we're getting back-to-back snowstorms. So I'm going to be very interested to see how much we end up with. Okay. All right. Okay, one done. I'm gonna leave that there. And I'm gonna just wipe this off. And I'm going to start with the next. Okay, this is looking good. I really like it. And it will allow me to have better control of the dark wax as well from sealing it right away. Oh, sewing hearts. Oh, Patricia says that she's putting dark and decrepit wax on a basket, but going to switch to sewing hearts. I know. Normally, I don't do a lot of decorating, even in my booths for Valentine's Day, but I don't know what it is this year. I'm feeling like I should. After I painted that heart, that's what got me all kind of feeling like I want to. Our snow one isn't as bad as they forecasted, but Friday is more snow, and then the temps drop. Yes, they do. And one thing I have to do is get out to my chicken coop and add more bedding for those chickens. So we want them to be protected, even though in the winter we call them the freeloaders because they don't give us any eggs, but we still feed them and water them and they love me, but they just stop because the daylight hours shorten, and that's kind of what puts them into their cycle of laying eggs. So in case any of you were wondering. Okay, almost done with this one. And then I'm going to just check the other one to make sure that none of the areas dripped at all. All right. Okay, let me just wipe away some of this excess here. Oh, it looks so good, you guys. I know I always say that, but I always get excited when things are turning out really, really cute. Okay, that one turned out really cute too. Let me just look at this one. Okay. Looking good. I like it. Okay, we're going to let these dry. I'm going to check this in a minute. Actually, I probably can just check it now. All right, and then I'm going to look at comments. I swear. Okay. All right, there. Perfect. Okay. I will show them both. So that's what they look like. I think they turned out so cute. All right, and then we're going to let those dry a bit, or I think we can maybe start working on the handles. What do you think? I think so. Let's do the handles right away, and then we'll let those dry. Forgot about the handles, guys. Okay, I'm going to throw that in there. Let's grab a brush for the handles. All right, so I'm using weathered wood for the handles. Jackie says, were those sunflower molds? Yep, it was the IOD sunflower mold that I used. Hey, Katie. Thanks for joining. All right, let's see here. I'm on a mold buying Jag right now. Okay. Diane says the sunflowers are so cute. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to paint, because we have the weathered wood in the center, we're painting the handles, the weathered wood. I think it'll bring it out. I like it. Yes, very, very good. So I know we've been working a lot with milk paint lately. I was going to ask you guys, have you used, I'm looking for it up on top. It is a product from Fusion, and it's the Crackle. It creates Crackle in an item. I've received it and I haven't used it. So I was curious, has anybody used it? I think it might be right here. No. No, not that one. Oh my gosh, you guys. Let's see if this is it. No. I swear it's got to be around here somewhere. No. All right. I have it in one of these containers. I had been organizing, so let me see. I really like that weathered wood on the handles. Me too. I think it's going to really tie this all together. I think it's going to look really good. And I think I'm going to leave the brass little knobs as is. Okay, looking good. I'm going to paint the outside first, and then we'll do the inside of the handle. Trying not to get any on the basket down here. Oh, Shelly says the weathered wood handle looks great and pulls it all together. I agree. I think it looks awesome. Uh-oh. Something, I must have missed what happened to Paige's project, because somebody wrote, it was the weathered wood that messed you up. No to the Crackle. Oh, good. Yeah, I was thinking about playing around with it on one of my upcoming lives to see how I like it and how it works and what the difference is. Back in when I was younger, there used to be a product that I used several times. It was like a Crackle medium. You would put it on, you'd apply your paint, and then it would crackle and look all like crackly, and it would be random all over the piece. And I always had fun working with that. So I was wondering if it was similar. I didn't know. Oh, Crackle is what messed my project up. Oh boy. Too soon. I shouldn't have brought it up. I didn't know that. What happened? Tell me. I missed the comments. I will watch right now. So how did it mess your project up? Let's see. That's not good. Not good at all. Oh, you guys, this is looking so good. So I am going to work on this gigantic S for my in here. I'm going to put it in here for in an area where I'm going to do some taping. And guess what, you guys? I remember that really cool wallpaper that I picked up at the bins. We're going to use that to decorate it up. All right. I've been dying to use both, and I just didn't know what I was going to do with them. Okay, I'm going to let the outsides dry first. Okay, so Paige says, I put it over where antique wax had been previously, and now it looks like, oh, roach poop. Okay. Would you use that over milk paint, I think? Well, it is, from what I understand with the Fusion Crackle, you can use it with regular paint. So that's what I was going to use. So I think we should try it. I swear I had it. I don't know. Okay, let me just wipe it off this little button. I want these little brass buttons. I think it might be up on top. That's what happens when I try to organize. When I'm like starting to organize an area and I haven't done it. So I have this big whole area that's all dedicated to my Fusion. And okay, got that side done. Let me do this side. I always feel like I have to really concentrate when I'm near the basket, guys, so I don't paint the basket. Perfect. From what I was going to do a little bit more investigating. So the question was, to clarify, it wasn't Fusion Crackle, it was Deco Art. Okay, good to know. So that's what Paige used, Deco Art Crackle. So it looks like you lay the crackle down first, and I think it kind of starts crackling, and then you apply the paint. I was kind of looking at the how-to videos because I was like, I've never used it before. I don't want to just go in totally blind. So we'll do it next. How about we do it on, as long as I swear I had it. I watched a video on it and I'm like, okay, I ordered that and I just haven't used it. But now I don't see it up there. But there's boxes all on top too. So I believe it is up there. So we will definitely look at that. Do you want to do it Friday? Like spray a lot of hairspray on an item, let it dry, paint over, and it will crackle like crazy. I did not know that either. That's good to know. Spray paint or hairspray, I mean, will do the same, give you the same effect. Good to know. We should try both. So is it like an aerosol spray or any hairspray? I want to know that. We could compare the two. If I'm not mistaken, wax should be the last step on a project. That is true, Kelly. So I think that might be what went wrong. Even though you let it possibly cure, you probably should have waited to do the wax. Otherwise, remove the wax if you were updating it, like sand it off. Okay, got that side done. Oh, I should probably turn it this way so you can see how it looks. The handles look great. Thank you. Thank you. It really is easy. Molds are one of my favorite crafting items. I've been using school glue for my crackle. Oh, that's another thing we could try. Good morning, everyone. Hello, Terry. I have seen that technique and want to try it. Okay, so maybe we should do a couple different ones. Oh, should we try and see which one we like better on Friday? That would be kind of fun. Or we could do it next week, Wednesday. Let's see. Okay. I like using school glue to make the crackle. The handle is painted, brings it up a level. Love it. Any hairspray, and yes, Elmer's works too, but differently. I should try them all. I think that would be a good test to see which one I like. Because actually, I also believe that or maybe that's what I have. I know that Sweet Pickins has Crackle as well. And so maybe that's what I saw and I didn't order and if that's the case, I will double check. And if I have all of those, I do have Elmer's glue. I can get hairspray. I for sure know that I have the Sweet Pickins. And then if I have the Fusion, we are going to test all of them and see which one we like better. Or what the differences are. Maybe we won't have a favorite, but maybe they will look different or have different results. Okay, that looks good. Let me... Okay, so Stephanie says hairspray makes fine cracks, school glue makes thicker cracks. Well, made it late, but here, LOL. Had a doctor appointment. The brown on the handles is great. I have to show you. I think it like ties in with the mold perfectly. And once that dries, then we're going to add some dark wax to it. And I think it will bring it all together. I love it. I love it. Okay, I'm just going to have to concentrate for a minute as I get close to the top. You guys. All right. Okay, let's look good. Okay, let's see. Oh, lots of messages now. Lots of comments. I love it. Oh, April said she's seen people use candles for a crackle effect. I have not seen that. I know that I've seen candles for distressing or like to help take off paint, but that would be interesting if others... I'd have to look into that. Okay. One handle is completely dry. Or not, I meant completely painted, not dry. All right. Let's start the next one. And then I'm going to let these dry. And then what we'll do is we'll go ahead and after they dry, then we'll seal them. But I'm glad I'm getting this done. Totally forgot about the handles when I said, let's move on to the next project. All right. Just painting on the inside. Oh, April said, that might be what the candle's for. Distressing, LOL. I think that's what I've heard of candles for. Because it kind of prevents the paint from sticking. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, got that done. Now let's do this side. Okay, here we go. Concentrating, done. Perfect. Looks good. Okay, well, we got one basket, the handles totally painted. I think it does pull it all together. By the time that's dry, we'll be able to wax these. So I'll leave it there to show you guys what we've accomplished. Oh, okay. So it looks like Ginger Chic rubs candles on before painting for a chippy effect. So that's good to know. All right. Let's get this handle done and then let's move on. Painting handles is boring. But it has to be done. It has to be done because we're trying to get this all out of here. You guys, I have come so far cleaning this room and getting stuff out of here. I'm so impressed with myself. I spent a whole bunch of time this weekend pricing stuff. My husband said, "You're not done pricing yet?" I said, "No, I'm not." "Are you still pricing?" "Yes, I am." I am still pricing. Let's see here. Everybody's talking about clay and resin and which one they prefer. I think for bigger projects, I really like the resin because if you have so many pieces to create, that's one thing that I like, but I like the clay too. Okay. Got that. Shelly says, "I like both, Beverly. I think it just depends on your project. Resin won't crack like air dry clay, but the clay is more pliable for a longer period of time." Yes, I would have to agree with that. It's easier to put on rounded surfaces too. But, and I do know that earlier it was mentioned about heating the resin. You want to be really careful with that though too, because I have read that if you heat it too long or too many times, it can become brittle. So that's something to think about too with the resin. To just make sure that you warm it up, bend it, and then you only do it like one time versus multiple times. Oh, Stephanie says she gets nervous with resin. The very first time I think I used it, I did it on a live. I had never used it before, and you guys walked me through it. And if I can do it just randomly on a live, I think you guys can definitely do it. And like I said, it was the very first time I had ever used it, and I was slightly nervous. So, but I lived through it. All right. Okay, so D says, "I think you should use resin for the chair backs." Are you talking about my chair backs, D, or are you talking about somebody else's that I missed in the comments? Because I am so I'm so busy painting that I didn't see somebody's comment. Oh, yes. Just like Stephanie said, Beverly, that's why we're here to help each other out. Shelly says, "I was nervous before using resin the first time, but it really is super easy." You can do it, Stephanie. Yes. It is super easy. I know that first night on the live, I just remember reading the directions like so many times because I'm like, oh gosh, I have to do this on a live in front of these people. What if I mess up? But I didn't. Although the very first time, there are two different types of resin. I do want to mention that. There is 10-minute resin and there's like 24-hour resin. And one dries clear and the other dries white. So when you are purchasing it and you want the 10-minute resin, you better make sure it says 10-minute resin. Because on my very first live, I did the 24-hour resin. And like I said, I didn't know there was a difference at that time. Live and learn. Oh, the little chair that you're doing. Okay. I was curious what I should do. If I should use the resin on the chair or if I should use the air dry clay. And I will pop that out and show you guys because I've been letting that dry. It's the last time we looked, which was Monday, it was still, it hadn't dried. So that was 2 days, well, like a day and a half, right? So we'll see if it's dry just yet in a minute, as soon as I'm done painting this. This is boring for you. It's boring for me too right now, but I want to try to get it done just so that we can move on with this and say we completed this project, you guys. All right. I'm almost done with the outside. We'll just do the inside and then we'll go on to the next thing. And thank you all for joining me today. I appreciate it. All right. And I don't know, it just gives me the total. So I'm always wondering, like, am I getting more viewers on Facebook or more viewers on YouTube? Or is it like, I think it might be a mix. So that's... Okay. And you guys, I put my do not disturb on. So I am hopefully, well, that nobody will disturb me because we don't want any of that to happen again. Okay. Donezo for that. Oh my gosh, it's still early here. That's my excuse. I'm sticking to it. I like it. Okay. Almost done. We're in the final stretch, you guys. All right. What could I crackle? I'm just trying to think here as I'm finishing this up and thinking about that crackle experiment. I'm trying to think what I could, crackle. Should I crackle those? I'd have to figure out frames. I was thinking I want to get that door project behind me done. All right, it's done. It's done. Yes. Okay. So we're going to let these dry the rest of the way and let's move on. So I think these look so good. I'm just going to let once this dries, actually, I'm just going to let this dry just a tad more. And then it should be good. Okay, so it is 11:04. Okay. I had to switch to YouTube. I couldn't send a message on Facebook. You have more on YouTube, which is better for you for us to watch on. I like the 10-minute one. I'm too impatient. Can't wait 24 hours. I did frames with school glue and it turned out awesome. So that might be a good representation on my door as well, to use the different crackles and have like a variation. So we'll do it. I'll figure out the frames and we'll do that. That sounds like a plan. And then I am thinking next week for that, because then that will give me enough time to find the frames that I want to use that we are going to put back there. Okay. I don't know how long this takes. I think I'm just going to leave it. It kind of moved. I'm going to let this dry. So this might not be something that we get to today, but that's okay. All right. Let's do the S. So I had to make sure it was right. All right, so I found this S, and I think I found it at the bins. I thought it was really fun. So what I was thinking, if you guys remember, I found all of this really cool paper, this wallpaper, and trying to decide which one. So I have enough. I actually probably have enough for any of them. Trying to decide which one I like better. There's this one. I don't know if you guys can see it or if the glare is too harsh. Probably I can't even see it on the screen. So, hey, Danger. Oh, thank you. She said the baskets look great. So there's that one. Oh, shoot. Or, it might be that one because I don't know if I have enough of this one. Let's see how much I have of this one. This is the one I'm kind of leaning to, but I think I want to use it for a bigger project maybe. Oh, there's a lot of little pieces here. I see. Or there's this one. I'm leaning towards this one. I love finding older wallpaper at thrift stores. I know I used the school glue on a wood plank that's then stenciled on it, also decoupaged over it. Awesome. I think I'm going to use this one, guys. Oh, and the reason I just like this pattern better. So, and it's for me. Let me attach that. Okay, so my vision for this is we are going to, okay, that's the front. We want to do the front, definitely the front. I don't know what's falling off. I think snow is falling off my roof and down the side. All right, I am going, there's a tear there, so I'm going to cut that. Off. All right, we'll use that for possibly maybe something else. Okay, so my thought process is this. I think I'm going to trace it, cut it out, glue it on. I was thinking it is kind of thick, so I don't think I would use liquid patina. I'm thinking that I'm going to use Mod Podge. So nicely embossed paper. Thank you. I love that one too. I have the texture on it. It's on it. I love those wallpapers that look like ceiling tiles. I know, and I found these all at the bins. So I'm like, I'm grabbing them. Okay, let me find my pencil and let's get tracing. All right, that is the front. I have to keep thinking, like, is it the front? I think that, yeah. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Okay, here we go. And then we'll glue it on. And then what I was thinking is we should paint it. So I have to figure out what color I want to paint it. And then I was thinking too, seal it, or if depending on what paint I use, then use some type of wax on it, like a darker wax to bring out all those really pretty details. Oh shoot, I moved it. It was being so good. Let's just make sure it looks like, oh shoot. Okay, that's all lined up still. Yep, that looks good. That looks good. Okay. All right, well, let's see. Okay, I like it. Oh my God. All right, so this is the front. I just want to keep it so that I know. I'm going to actually write front on it. I've been on big jobs with myself before. Sometimes I get in a world of trouble. All right, let's take a look here. Is that smaller circle on is the smaller circle of the S on top? What circle? Okay. I think this is the right way. Yeah, this is the top. That looks like the S. Yeah, okay. All right. Uh-oh. Okay, let's see. I found some paintable wallpaper and some sea glass type wallpaper. Is that what it's called? Sea glass or seagrass? Oh, I know what you're talking about. It's called, it's something grass. Somebody else will have to help me out with it though. Okay, so I'm going to cut this out now. Let's talk color. Where do you... I would put the glue on the S, then put it on the paper. I would put the glue on the S and then put... Okay, good idea. That is a good idea. I'm going to cut this like this. Get rid of that, and we're going to just start cutting. Okay, so... Okay, Anaglypta is the ceiling tile kind. Okay. Where do you plan to put the S on it? Okay, so there is an area that I'm going to be taping something, and I plan on using it in that area. So that's where I'm going to put it. So in the area that I'm taping will be like in kind of this area. So I'm creating a space for taping something. But it's a surprise. But I want the background where I'm taping to be kind of fun. And I thought, wouldn't it be fun to have a gigantic S, you know, for me and like my business on it? So I thought it would be perfect in there. Your favorite color? Oh, well, turquoise is my favorite color. And so I have a sign that has a bit of like a turquoise in it. I also have my turquoise cabinet with a bit of red popping out. So I could do that. I'm trying to like, look, I'm trying to get inspired, but I'm going to keep it in here. This is the room it will be in. Let's see. Grass cloth. That's it. So it's part of a backdrop. Yes, it is, Kristen. It's part of a backdrop. Marley says old 57. Yes, thanks, at Kelly. Oh my God, I couldn't think of the name to save my life. Looks like your room is gray, so any color would do. I think so too. I have like pops of like old 57 might be too turquoisey in this room. But you guys, I wonder if I should use this, the French eggshell. Hold on. Hold that thought. Oh, I think it would look spectacular with the colors that I have in here. And then I could use some dark wax on it possibly. D says red with old 57 peeking out. Love the use of the baby shoes for paper holders. I know. You guys, okay, so I found these at the bins, and I have to tell you a funny story because I want to repurpose them somehow. And actually, one of the ideas somebody posted was, I don't know if it was on the actual event when I used this, but that was it Ginger Chic Rehab actually put Christmas trees in them, and I'm like, what a great idea. Because then I think the brass, I don't even need to repurpose do anything to the shoe at all, but just put a little Christmas tree in here. And I really like that idea. So that's what I was kind of like planning on doing with them. But when I had them in the event picture, my mother-in-law wrote, oh my gosh, are those Craig's baby shoes? My husband's baby shoes. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I thought she was being serious. And so I said to Craig, your mom thinks that I am painting your baby shoes. I would never do that. I rescued somebody else's. So it was kind of funny. Stephanie says she loves the French eggshell. I think I'm rolling with the French eggshell. I'm liking it. Let's see. Nancy says, I was thinking that too, Sonnet. Good. Yes, I think so too. All right. But she was joking. She said. So. And my mom never, I guess Joan did do that for Craig's shoes, but my mom never did. I still have my baby shoes though. I'm sure that eventually, hopefully my daughter will keep them. I don't know. It's a simple girl too. I think the color you mentioned with the dark wax is great. Good morning, all. Just made it. Hello, Gladys. Okay, Kimberlyn said, I have the exact same baby shoe. I have no idea whose it is. I know. But I was like, who would get rid of their baby shoes? But then somebody did make a good point that it probably was somebody who had taken over somebody's estate and then didn't want them, didn't know what to do with them, and then gave them away to Goodwill, which is kind of sad. All right, I hope I'm not cutting. I was trying to leave a little bit of an overhang, but it's fine. So tomorrow, you guys, sorry, I was just thinking about this too. I was planning on doing my very first Thrifting Thursday, but guess what? My daughter, she's getting her wisdom teeth out at 9 o'clock, and I don't think that is going to be doable. So I think I'm going to have to start it next week, my Thrifting Thursdays. So even if, because I stay with her the whole time she has her teeth out, her wisdom teeth out, And then after she gets them out, I want to be home with her. And just in case something were to happen, I don't want to be gone anywhere. So thrifting Thursday is going to have to wait till next week. Okay. All right, let's see what we got all going on here. Oh, my mom's on here and she wrote, "Oh my gosh, sorry, I shorted you on the bronzing, LOL." That's okay, Mom. That's okay. Oh, that's funny. I have somebody else's bronze shoes if I really wanted to. I guess I could bronze. Do they even bronze anymore? Does anybody know? I could go get my own shoes bronzed, Mom. I wouldn't, but I could. I have my daughter's silver cup with her name, birth date on it. I didn't do her first pair of shoes, and I'm sad about that. You were so upset someone would throw them away, and I remember making them for my daughter, so I was too sad. So glad you rescued them. Thank you. Yes, I'm glad I rescued them too. Let's see. I bought a shoe. The name on it says James 1943. And my husband's name is James, and he was born in 1948. Oh, that's nice. The baby shoes would be cute to make into a photo holder with the baby pics, the little metal sticks. Oh, that's another good idea. Yes. To put like the little metal stick inside and have it sticking out. That's another really good idea. Good idea, Shelly. And a great multitasker. You guys, she's at work. She's multitasking, coming up with creative ideas, working. You should do your baby shoes in a rose gold and hand them down to your daughter. Oh, that's a good idea. So they still do them. I didn't even know it was a thing. But yeah, I love that idea. It was funny because when Caitlin was a little baby, she asked me yesterday, did I prefer you or Dad? And I said, well, you kind of preferred me because every night for her to go to sleep, I would always rest her little head on my chest and she would listen to my heartbeat and she'd be like out like a light. And so if she was ever finicky at all, that's all I would do. And she would stop crying and she would just be as content as can be. And she's like, I remember that. I'm like, I don't think you remembered when you were a little baby, but I did it up until like she was 2 or 3, just like always. Anytime she needed to be like calm down, I would just let her listen to my heartbeat and she would be all better. She was so sweet. Well, she's still sweet. But I said to her, I'm like, that was when you used to hug me all the time. Now she's a teenager, you guys. I miss those days. Let's see. Bye, Beverly. My parents were over it. Let's see here. Why aren't you decoupaging the paper on first? It's really thick. I don't know if I could sand it. You think I should have did that, you guys? It's really thick. I mean, it's so thick. Maybe I could have. I don't know. I'm already this far, but Joan, you should have said something sooner. You think I could have? Because this is really thick wallpaper. That's why I didn't. But I haven't tried it. So maybe I could have did it. See, you could have, yeah. Maybe I could have. I don't know. But that's why, because it was so thick that I felt like I didn't think I could do the same thing that I can do with some of the decoupage papers. I feel like the decoupage papers, even some of the other ones, are much thinner, that sanding would be a whole lot easier. But maybe I could have tried it. Okay, you got the S. Hopefully it's as perfect as possible. All right. Okay, that looks good. Oh, I'm liking this S a lot so far. All right, let's put that on and we'll go from there. Let's see. Shelly says, yeah, I never thought about where somebody would take them to get them bronzed. LOL. I know, I don't. Oh my gosh, this is. Yes, that's what I was trying to say. Oh, okay, guys. Sorry. Oh, okay. So somebody said, okay. Beth says, I bought a kit to bronze mine that was 37 years ago and must have been cheap because we were very poor at the time. Turned out great. Okay. Well, sorry, guys. I guess I wasn't really paying attention. Oh, all right. Let's go ahead and get this Mod Podge on here. Takes a lot for me to use Mod Podge because, you guys, I am not a fan. But I know many people like it and use it all the time. But that's okay. All right. But I still have it because I've used it for other projects. All right. I have seen people using packing tape to take off layers off the back of paper to make it thinner. Okay, that's another good thing to know. All right, I'm gonna just try to lay this down. All right. Yeah, it probably would have been a lot easier. But I guess live and learn. The next time I'm decoupaging an S or a letter. All right. Okay, that's looking good. Let's get rid of that excess decoupage on my finger or my. We don't have any of the white shoes for our kids. They were born in. Yeah, actually, I don't even think I had white shoes for my daughter. I was thinking when I was like, gosh, I could have done something like that for my daughter, but I think her her baby, I don't even know what she had for baby shoes. I think stylish ones. I think things changed. I say stylish ones. You know what I mean. Okay. Okay, let me. Okay. Oh, I'm liking it. I like it. I did pretty good. I did pretty good. Okay, guys. Okay, so now we're gonna, I probably could paint it. What do you guys think? Should I let it dry a bit, or I think I can almost paint it now. Maybe I should let it dry. Okay, they thought it was a good idea at the time for support when kids started walking. Yes, that is right. I think you can get them bronze where they make like trophies and awards. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna put that in the water. Wipe this off. Put the top on. Okay, you guys. So I'm liking it. But I think it's an optical illusion because April had mentioned make sure the small circles on top. And I think they're both the same size. So no matter if I would go this route or the other side, it's all the same. I missed the fact that it was wallpaper. A heavier sandpaper might have worked, but it looks like you're putting it on really easy now. Great job. Thanks, Joan. Yeah, it is really, really thick it really is thick wallpaper. So if it would have been thinner, I totally would have did what I normally do with the sanding because that is so much easier. Definitely. Okay. Okay, high top shoes and wood soles were the thing in the 50s. I was thinking a rasp would sand the sides nicely. Got in on the baby shoe late. My baby shoes was the hard bottom, but my daughter's was soft bottom sneakers, and my daughter's son was a pair of sneakers. Looks like shoe styles change with the trends. They definitely do. All right. I'd let it dry for a bit before painting. I agree. Okay. We're going to let this dry, but I'm liking it, and I think we're all agreeing that this is going to be the color. Okay. So I'll let that dry, and let's finish this up. Let's do the dark wax. Let me grab it. Clear, dark. I hope this is dark. Yeah, dark. All right. And then I have my waxing brush somewhere around here. That's the white one. Okay. Right here. All right. Got my dark wax. So let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, I do think that was an optical illusion. Okay, I'm going to grab some paper towel. And let's go ahead. We are going to dark wax this to try to bring out some of those details. We have a little fur in there. I don't know how the heck that happened. Probably because she's by my side every single minute. I'm surprised she's not in here looking for me, you guys. All right. Okay, so I'm just adding a bit of the DIY dark wax. And keep in mind too, guys, if you're new to watching me, you can order all the supplies we're using too on my website. So just remember that. All right, and then I'm just gonna actually make sure this is looking good. Oh yeah, I like it. I'm gonna show you guys. I like it a lot, actually. Oh yeah. Oh, look at how good that looks. Can you see? Here, let me turn it this way and closer. Over this way a little bit more. I'm trying. Hey, hello from Oklahoma. I about missed you. Love the sunflowers. Thank you. Oh no. Shelly says her Wi-Fi went out again. Oh my gosh, yes. Not to be bossy, but the handles could use dark wax too. I was going to seal them. I haven't done that yet, but you're not being bossy. I love ideas and suggestions. So, yep. Love the basket. Thank you, Kristen. How are you doing today? How it can be this bad in the city is beyond me. Oh, no. I know. You guys, I have to take the time and call and get my internet changed. I have to. It's just, I've been so busy with the holidays and then with like New Year's. Just got to do it though. I have to do it. Okay. So basically I rub it on and then I'm just going to add a little bit in the center too. And then I'm going to rub it off. And I love how it's bringing out all that detail on here. Looks so good. Oh, you guys, it looks so good. All right. There was just a couple spots that I got on the basket, but it basically wiped off. So I'm very happy about that. I think it turned out so good. I am good. Looks like you are getting a lot done. Yes, I am. Do you have a video on how to price? I do not. We talk about it a lot in my membership group. That is like definitely an area of focus that we cover, but I haven't done a video because everybody kind of, even like in the membership group we talk, it's a little different based on where you're located. I also want to say last night we met in the membership group and we are a very open group. and they're always looking out for me. And we talked about opening up the membership. We are going to open up the membership, or I am opening up the membership on March 1st. And the reason I'm doing that, because typically I do it every 6 months, and it would normally be in April, like April 1st. But then the next time around, it would be October 1st. And a lot goes into opening up the membership, welcoming you guys in. And so what we're going to do is I'm going to do March 1st and September 1st. And then that way, because I'm getting ready for that big event in October, I'll have everybody in and I'll be able to really focus on that. So I love my members, always looking out for me. So, let's see here. Let's see. I'm just going to go back. Okay, so that was that. Kelly says she loves the dark wax. Shelly says we have Spectrum. We know how it'll be when we move. Where is the best places to sell? I sell in my booths, and everybody had asked if I would try doing something on Whatnot. So in 2024, which is this year, I am going to try to do it, you guys. I am going to attempt to do like a live sale on Whatnot. So that is something I plan on trying to do this year. Since a lot of you guys mentioned that, I thought, well, might as well try it. So I watched a live sale and it looked kind of fun, and I think I can do it. I mean, I do a live here. We'll see. Let's see here. Shelly says, gorgeous. Cheryl says, looks like you put a lot of effort into it. And let's see here. April said, those baskets are so cute. What will their price be? Sylvia loves those baskets. Thank you. Yeah. So I paid, let's say I paid $2.99 for them because that was what was on there. And then I added the mold. So I have the actual mold involved. So, okay, why don't we do it the opposite way? Why don't I ask you, before I tell you what I'm thinking for a price, what would you pay for a basket like this? So here's well, I still have to finish the handles the rest of the way, but here is like the basket, and you tell me with the sunflower on it, what would you pay for a basket like that? So let's start there. Jeannie says, thank you. Yes, where you're located makes a big difference. What all does the membership include and how much is it to join? We meet every Tuesday, and our meetings run roughly 2 hours, sometimes, a little longer. And we go over all the different topics. You also get full access to the Facebook group where you got everybody talks like almost on a daily basis. And you have, all their support. I think that's huge. Just having a community of individuals that are like-minded is definitely huge. And then really at the end of the day, I truly do think of everyone in my membership group as like one of my really good friends, because they have all become my friends. So that is all included. Right now, we are working on, a couple different challenges, and not every topic is going to be for you, because everyone is at like kind of like a different point in their business journey. So I still think that everyone gets something out of each of the topics we cover. We are kicking off a YouTube challenge, so that will be a lot of fun. And the membership is $29.95 per month, or you can pay a year at a time as well. Okay, I do need to get that. Oh, Kristen says, I recommend the membership group. That's awesome. Yep, Kristen is one of my members, and she has come leaps and bounds with her business. I'm so proud of her, and she just has a way with words, you guys. So I am encouraging her to start her own blog. So I'm super excited to see where her business goes in 2024, but I can already envision it going so far. She actually started in the group without a booth. She had always wanted to have one, and she ended up getting a bookcase to start with. And I think this is her third time growing. So she went from like a bookcase to a booth, and now she's at a bigger booth. So it's super exciting. Let's see here. All right. IOD should make a chrysanthemum mold. That would look great too. They have one. Oh, no, they don't have a mold. They have a stamp. But yes, I agree. That would be good. And their new release should be coming out soon. So Shelly says 15 to 18 for the basket. Beth said, I would expect them to be priced around 60. I think it would be at least 26 to 28 in a shop. So I'm thinking 28 to 30, $24.95 for each basket. I personally wouldn't pay that because I would make it myself. LOL. But that's for my area because I know how people are around here. I second that, Kristen. $29.99. What do you mean by a bookcase? She basically had a shelf. So it was actually just like a bookcase against a wall with 5 shelves. That's how she started it. And she put all of her products on there. And then she went to a booth, and now she's just upgraded to a bigger booth. So she's definitely come a long way. And if you guys don't already, you'll have to go check out her Facebook page. She has so many cute ideas, gives like tons of inspiration every single day out there. And it's Simply Joy Creations by Kristen. She's on Facebook, not yet on YouTube. Hopefully that's another work in progress. All right, we got those done. Okay, so, all right. Well, I was thinking roughly like 24 to 28 is what I was going to put on them. So everyone was kind of in the ballpark. I like it. Huge thanks to Sonnet's group. They will become your people. Yes, I agree. All right, I'm going to seal the handles, and then I guess we're going to be wrapping it up. It's almost noon. Can you believe we've been here for 2 hours? I don't. All right. So let's seal this up. I think there's one area that I'm going to have to, once I seal it and it dries, and I'm going to have to touch, like I didn't realize there was like a little bottom piece to each of those. So I will definitely do that off camera so we don't have to watch me paint any more handles. But so Friday, I will be live again from 10 to noon. And I'm going to check. If I have all the supplies here, we are going to do possibly the Crackle. Otherwise, I think Monday for the Crackle, because I'm going to, we'll see. If I can gather up all the frames, come up with an idea for that, we'll do the Crackles. And we'll do the Crackle on the frame, because that's going to go all on my door. So I'm not only trying to organize in here, I'm also trying to decorate. So, and then we'll finish, well, I do want to finish up that S too. There's a lot going on. Shelly says 2 hours go by so quickly. I know. My HOA has a get together each year and lets the people sell crafts they make. I might try it this year. Oh yeah, do it, Stephanie. Try it. I would. All right. Would I need a seller's permit for it? I don't think so. April says, so much goes into what you do. I know. Let's see here. I have noticed that content creators that start online sales sound like QVC salesmen. I don't want to be a QVC salesman. You guys are the ones that said I should try it. Okay, I'm blaming it on you, but I do not want to be a QVC salesman. I don't. What I was thinking is I was going to work, and I would only do it once a month, guys. That's all I would do. So only 12 times per year. And basically my vision for it was because I thrift and I am flipping items and I am putting stuff in my booths, but sometimes it sits here for a bit. So why not let it, like as it's like getting cured and ready to go to my booth, have like an online sale. If you guys want it, it's, whoever wants it, it will be available for purchase. And then if you don't, it's going to go in my booth. So everybody would get first dibs at like my thrifted items and anything that I flip. So, and you guys, if you heard, I sold the Hummel plates that I was going to paint. I just, that should be my new sales technique. I'm going to paint it if you don't buy it. That's what one of my friends said. Oh my gosh, a new sales technique. I said, right. But honestly, I don't have to do whatnot sales. It's not like I want to make it a huge part of my business. It's just, I thought it'd be kind of fun to give everyone the opportunity. And who knows, will I even be approved to be on whatnot? I don't even know what the process is. So, but I do not want to sound like a QVC salesperson. Marley says the baskets are beautiful. I'm going to go for it. Stephanie says, Janet, do you have a seller's permit? Yes, I do. I do have one through my city. I also am an LLC. All right. I think that being sealed looks really, really good. Oh my gosh, I'm loving these baskets, you guys. One more to go. Okay. I know when I went to Cranberry Fest, if you sold over a certain amount of money, you were taxed. I actually do, I have to pay in, I claim everything. So I do have, that's something that you may have to look into. I think it's if you sell over, I believe it's maybe $500 a year in Wisconsin, you do have to claim it or like file it or something. I mean, that's why I have an accountant who deals with all of that, so that I don't have to worry about those details. They just tell me what I need to do, what paperwork I need to hand in, and all that good stuff, because I don't like dealing with that part of the business. I like to be the creative. All right. Oh, Sparks of Joy Studio said, not a hard process. There's a quick orientation and then you're in. Awesome. I'm like, oh gosh, if I have to jump through hoops or something, yay. But I figure I'll try it once. And if I don't like it, I mean, I don't think I'm forced to continue to do it. So, and if I like it, I'm going to do it like once a month. So that'll be good. Sorry, not Cranberry Fest, was the flea market. Okay. All right. So I'm just finishing this up, and So Friday, I'm for sure thinking we're gonna just do like a flipping Friday, and we're gonna finish up the S, and then I'm gonna have a couple more things, like the books. I want to finish those books up, and I'm trying to think what else I want to. I'm gonna have to see what else is underneath, and we'll just keep on. My goal is to get all the containers under my desk here totally emptied and gone, so that when I start my flipping or thrifting Thursdays, I almost said thrifting, but instead of thrifting Thursdays where I go thrift shopping, I won't feel guilty. Do I ever feel guilty? No. Oh, you guys, I love thrifting so much. I think I was born to thrift. All right, let's see what else. Any other? I've been thinking about getting a booth or starting a local Facebook with upcycles, but we'll see. It would be after we move. Yeah, I would definitely, whatever area you're in, look to see, what booths are available. But also, I, definitely scope them out before you make a decision, because there are some booths that are not ran well, and then there's some that are run so good. So keep that in mind. All right. Okay. All right. And we are done. We got all of them done. Okay. So I feel like I accomplished a ton. I'm going to get those all priced right away. And these will be going in my booth too. So that'll be good. All right. Anything else that I have missed? Probably not. Okay. So we have a couple minutes. Beth says, sorry, just asking for some accountability in my new adventure. I'm starting a beginner quilting class tonight. It's been a long time dream, so need to stay motivated. Oh, did I miss a comment? Let's see here. Let's see. I'm trying to, I don't know if I missed something that was said. But yes, Beth, we will help you stay accountable. Well, I'm glad you guys like these. They look, it looks like Joan says, looks awesome. Yeah, I love the handles too, you guys. I'm so glad we went with the dark handles for these. I think they turned out so good. I think by having the center, and I wish you could, I don't think you can really see it on camera, but that dark wax just gets into all those like details of the IOD molds, and it just makes it all pop. And I love how we did the two-tone of the yellow. That turned out good too. Super job. Thank you. Stephanie says everything turned out great. Yes, thank you guys. And so we'll finish this then on Friday, and I will take care of that, and then we can still work on the eggs, because I'm thinking we should add the bird like I want, and maybe one little nest, and I have to find the nest. We'll see. We'll see where I put them. Oh, that's okay, Kelly. She says she's not going to be able to probably join, but we'll be back on Monday. Kimberlyn says, I need a booth so badly. I'm in North Central Illinois. All the good places have waiting lists. So something to think about with that. Sometimes you can expedite your wait by showcasing what you do. So if you have pictures, or you have something to offer the business that maybe some of the other vendors can't, you might be moved up. So that's something to think about. Then April says, thank you for your time and inspiration. Really fun projects today. Oh, thank you for joining. Hope for the best with your appointment, Kelly. Things I just want to get to the bottom of why my Hemoglobin keeps dropping. Oh, have a great day, everyone. Nancy says, yes. So you guys, we'll see you on Friday, and we'll be working on more projects, and you guys have a great day. All right, bye.